The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them.
Turning it on! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught in the backfield, it's White. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down.
Fourth and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
Georgia sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here's the handoff. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Using his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Pringle. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This drive started from their own 26. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's complete on the right side. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Georgia.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They've got the job done.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and
There he goes! They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got a man, it's Hudson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 4 over Florida State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Steamrolls his way ahead. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
To kick it away.
Punt is on its way. Here's the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5.
They get him up, rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. Rushes on him. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Knocked off his feet.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defense.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Not much doing there. to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. On the move, it's Pringle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He gets a block. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just 1 over Florida State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to scramble. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking for space. It's Pringle.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Gets the back moving. They'll try the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Touch pass on the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That's caught. It's Pringle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He's going to take off. Tripped up for the tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Aggies with the 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hudson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
It's been as if there were a wall keeping them out of the red zone. Finally inside the 20. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Going to the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Aggie! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good. They're up by 3, and a field goal would just bring us even. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by 9 to Florida State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This type of dominant defense, a performance that would make the likes of Dat Wynn and Quentin Coriat proud.
And it's NIL money spent well, right? This recruiting you see every year, they're getting dudes up front, big hosses that everybody wants, but they've been going to the Aggies, and that's why they've built great defenses.
It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops moment.